Milwaukee Bucks at home and trying to even up the series after dropping the opener by 22, and Chris Middleton has got 20 in the first half. At 16 in the opener. Milwaukee on top by 4. Good one going there at Fiserv Forum. It's the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny, Shaq, and Charles here inside Atlanta's Studio J. The American Express teammates from the Milwaukee side. Chris Middleton with his 20 on 7 of 12 shooting. Giannis has 13 on 3 of 8. Been to the line for 10 of them. It hit 7. Talk about Chris Middleton, Chuckster.
Well,
the first half he's had.
I've told you he's an all-star. He's played very well. But I've told you all along the key to the Bucks is going to be Eric Bledsoe.
And we said before the series, you said he's going to at least have to hold his own.
He's got he only had 6 points the other day.
Yeah,
can't have that. But the thing he can do, he doesn't have to score a lot of points. He has to speed up the tempo of the game. Kenny always talks about what makes Steph terrific, Rondo in his day. They control the tempo of the game. The Milwaukee Bucks have arguably the worst half-court offense in basketball. You give the ball to this kid who's a hell of a player and say, score. Like, listen, 105, listen, I didn't go to class a lot in college, but 105 ain't going to work. In no basketball, Michael Jordan couldn't score 105, Kevin Durant can't score 105. But to me, they've got to get Giannis the ball in better situations. Run a pick and roll. And what you do in a pick and roll, you force them to either switch or double and gives him an advantage. But if you just give him the ball and have him going 105, that's not going to work.
Yeah, we've heard Marv Albert and Chris Webber talking about Boston building a wall against the Greek Freak.
Building a wall is always a bad idea, America. Sorry.
As great as Giannis is, at some point he's going to have to figure out when you're the focal point. Sometimes you got to do other stuff. Chuck's make great point right here. This is what he's been doing all year. He's going to push it and push it. But if you're going to play guard and you see that the defense is back, do something else. Don't try to spin because when you're in the playoffs, and this may sound weird, you don't want to, be able to score. You don't want it to be that hard. Chuck knows what I'm talking about. You want it to be effortless. You want it to be flawless. But right now, the defense is waiting for him. I'm actually surprised that Bud has not recognized this and call like a cross screen for him or pick and roll like Chuck has said.
No question.
Right now he's working too hard to get these buckets. But like I said, when you're the focal point, sometimes you got to do other things. You got a lot of shooters out there. Give it up, come down, and then get it later. You just can't dribble 1-on-5 and the defense is sitting there waiting for you. And then when you get it on the post, you got to go quick. If you get it on the post and turn around and face up, now the defense can set and see what you're doing. So he's going to have to.
And how good has Horford been? Al Horford is the consummate pro.
This game is simple.
Never done anything that flashy, but man, he's done a great job. Timely offense and the defensive job. He's creating some problems.
But he's not working hard to get his points.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, though. He should not be able to guard Giannis one-on-one.
Well, he isn't. They feeling that.
I know that, but I'm saying everybody's saying he's playing great defense. Yeah. It's more bad offense. And I hate when Giannis brings the ball up the court because they're already basically playing a zone. That's a mistake.
Yeah, you bring up Horford and you brought up Bledsoe. And, besides this being a three-point fest, the one thing that I noticed is what Kevin Love was for the Cleveland Cavaliers in their run and what Klay Thompson is. They're the third scorer. They're the scorer that wins that battle. They won that battle every time, and that made them the NBA champs. I see you, Ernie. I saw you leaning. I saw you in.
It wasn't me.
I see you. You're halfway out of your
No,
chair.
it wasn't me.
I see you.
I was paying attention. Hey, look, I already whipped you.
That's
right.
I don't
need
to
to again.
Nobody. Remember, you're on a one-game winning streak. That's not a streak.
Nobody's trying either. But this is early in the game. You have to win that battle when you're the third scorer, or whoever that might be. They have to win the battle. And early in the game, like you said, the last game he had 6 points. But the first play of the game, he is being aggressive, but basketball is about great decisions. Do you make a great decision while you're being aggressive? And no, he didn't. First play of the game, off to the races. I was worried about him. But then, freeze it here. It's like, am I going to not be aggressive now? Am I going to be nervous? No, Bledsoe says I'm not going to be that. I'm going to get to the rim. I'm going to make a better decision and get to the lane and finish it this time. But on the other end, we talked about Al Horford winning this battle. Freeze it here. He says, I'm going to stop. I see Lopez stop. Good decision. So I'm going to stay out for 3. No one's coming. No rotation from Bledsoe because he doesn't want to leave Kyrie. Boom, knockdown. Next time he says, this is basically the handoff is the same as the pick and roll. He goes, sets it again, frees it here. Now he looks and he says, oh, he's coming to help too much. Now I can dive. So the decisions that he's making is just great. And now whoever wins that battle is going to win this game. Third scorer, that's going to be the guy who wins it all.
Those are some white pants, man.
Well, those
things are glowing out there.
They actually eggshell in person.
Next to the wall.
They eggshell in person.
A coach's job is to put you in position to be successful. They're not doing that with Giannis. They're putting him in a position to try to have to go. Like, he's working so hard, and they've got to do.
It's never a good thing.
It's never a good thing.
59-55 is the Milwaukee lead. Isaiah Thomas celebrating number 58.
Happy birthday, Zeke.
Happy birthday,
Great
Zeke.
job. Great job today on television for the other network, Zeke. You were fantastic.
You know what that's all about.
Yeah. Happy birthday to the great Isaiah Thomas, the greatest little man to ever play the game.
I agree with that.
Have not lost consecutive games in their new